Oh, really?
Really?
Oh. Hi, everyone.
Good morning.
Oh, we're really zoomed in.
I don't know this. I don't know what happened.
Okay.
It's
That's
kind of
all
like
right.
it was last week. So,
Welcome to Make the
yeah,
Cut.
welcome everyone.
If you're new here, I'm Jess. This is Renee.
Good morning. I don't know. I don't think I've had enough coffee.
No,
That's what I
neither
told
of
her.
us were like a little scatterbrained today.
Yeah. So I'm just kind of like all over the place. So happy fall, happy autumn.
How's everybody doing today?
Hello.
So there's a live chat off to the side. Feel free to ask any questions as we share the items in today's show. Or just add a comment in there. Say hello, where you're from. Thank you all for being here. We have a really fun live show. There is a ton of stuff this week.
I picked a lot of things. So hopefully there's something that really jumps out at you. We have some new things, maybe some things you didn't know that we carried.
It's going to be fun.
I think that first one might be Lizette.
Hello.
Canada's here, Florida, Colorado, Washington. We're getting all around the states. That's great. Linda's working on a Sabrina. I hope you like making it.
And we will be doing a giveaway at the end of the live show. So stick around until the end. You have to be live in order for a chance to win the gift card. So,
hi, Lizette. I think your ears may have been ringing last night. I was talking about your awesome cooking.
Yes. I know. I'm jealous. I haven't had a chance to try the recipe. Oh, it's so good to see everybody.
I feel like a snoop looking for the new stuff. Cool. Well, I hope some of it is new. Yes.
Yeah.
And I mean, there was a new announcement yesterday from Tula. So if any of you saw that on our stories or on Tula's Tula Tuesday.
Yeah, I'm excited.
It's super exciting.
We have a whole bunch of stuff in production with Tula, and it's all going to be officially available in April. So
yes,
we have to wait.
We have to wait.
It's out there and it's pretty, and you can start planning projects.
It's bright, and I love anything with the sea and ocean, and yeah, so I'm all over that.
Oh, cool! Shannon saw it.
April, yeah. I think she waited till April because that's my birthday month and Jake's.
Oh,
so I mean,
isn't that a coincidence? Yeah. Cool, everybody. So we've picked 4 projects as usual for this week's show, and then the supplies to go with, plus some extra helpful things to help make the projects. If you like the items in today's show, you can get 25% off through next week, Wednesday. Use the code MAKETHECUT at checkout, all one word. If you're want to shop through YouTube, we have everything linked in the show. Otherwise, we have the whole collection with it all on one page, so it's easy to see it all at once.
And I don't think I told anybody last week what the discount was or anything. I missed her so much. So thank you, everybody that was here last week, for putting up with me being.
Oh my gosh, you did great, Mom.
No, I was like, I didn't say this, I didn't say this, wasn't looking at notes. I was just, So I apologize for anybody that didn't understand what I was doing last week. But
it's all good.
Love that you're all here though this week to see us together.
They know the drill, right?
Well, there's some newbies, and I apologize for anybody that was new last week and I didn't present that properly. So we have a icebreaker question.
Yeah, so kind of a funny question. What is the most unusual thing that you've used as a pattern weight while cutting out your fabrics? Have you used pattern weights, or if you don't have pattern weights, what's something that you've used? I just think it's a funny question.
I think it is too. I mean, I've used rocks. Like I went outside and got some rocks because I have some larger rocks if I needed to hold something down.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I usually grab like my coffee cup, or I've got my Bluetooth speaker and like things that are nearby. But
can of kidney beans. That's good. Hand weights. I have some of those. They're a little dusty
though. A block
though.
of steel.
I like that. So thank you, Lynn.
Oh, Legos. That's funny.
Mary, thank you. Shannon. Cola Shell, too. Thank you.
A cast iron mouse. I have a cast iron crow. I've seen like Hobby Lobby has like more cast iron decors and stuff. But I'm like, that would make me happy to use that as a pattern. I'm like, oh, cute little mouse. Like,
I like that. Remote control grandson's dinosaur toys.
Just whatever's convenient, right?
The pebbles.
Yes. That's one of our patterns. The pebbles pattern weight pattern, or like you can use it as a doorstop too.
Great way to use up scraps.
A cocktail. My iPhone. Yeah, all kinds of random stuff. I love it. See, we've all been there.
Yep. Okay, that's great. Okay, we're gonna get started, and let's see. So the first pattern, I believe, is the Moon River.
Okay.
So the Moon River, I thought this was a great one to highlight, just because this would be the traditional way of making it with this outside pocket here. And this is an easy bake. This is one of the first Sallie Tomato patterns that I actually made.
Moon River, just like the song.
And it is a good size. It sits really nice on your shoulder, easy to get into the pocket. You can put your cell phone here, your keys, key fob. Yeah, it's really nice.
So, and then it has the fun chain, I'm sure you've noticed. And if you don't want the chain, you could just substitute the chain for 1/2-inch rectangle rings. There's a recessed zipper at the top. Take some of this out. You can see the inside. And there is a slip pocket, a divided slip pocket on the inside, and they're nice and deep too. So it's good for sunglasses, gum, hand sanitizer.
And if you do omit these chain strap connectors, then you will want to make the strap a little longer. So because that's adding probably about 4 inches to that. So, and you could make this too as a crossbody if you wanted to. We did change it up here. So here is for you quilters out there, or maybe if you haven't finished a quilt and you just have one square done. Or if you have, like I have some vintage quilts that my mom just has some tops done or not even put together. I just have the main squares. You could put this on there for like a memory type of purse. So wouldn't that be fun? But this is just an idea. Instead of they didn't put the pocket on this one. They just used that area with cotton fabric.
And this is typically an all cotton bag. So if you choose to use, like we use faux leather on the sides. It will be a little thicker, but it is doable. You just want to make sure to trim away the foam from the seam allowance. And that's just good habit anytime while you're bag making to get rid of some of that bulk, is to trim that extra within the seam allowance away.
So that is the Moon River.
Nice size. And, you know, I've seen, more moon-shaped bags or curvy bags that they don't really like to, like they flop over. But this one is wide enough that it can sit on its own on a table, which is nice. Now I've got the hardware here.
If you have something in there, it'll sit nicer.
But
is there anything preferable to use for stuffing bags to help keep their shape when not in use? So what could you use? You could use bubble wrap.
Yeah, I've used towels or like the top sheet. We don't really use like the top sheet, so then you could use that.
That's a good idea.
We just use like packing material from the order center, but like any of like the paper packing material that comes in any online orders, we usually use that too because it has that nice volume, but it's still lightweight and keeps the shape of the bags. And we travel with the bags a lot, going to trade shows and things, so that's why we always have the stuffing
we don't
in them.
Want them to get crushed. Another thing, like what I have is when Jess was still living at home, we had taken pieces of wood and my husband had put it up and she actually had like little hooks on it and she was hanging all of her jewelry on that chains. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
So I still actually have some of those at my house, but your necklaces.
Oh,
but in the other bedroom, because Jake and Jess would swap bedrooms sometimes, and they'd switch everything around. I actually have the bags hanging there behind the door. So
for storing.
So that may work for you too. Or I have hangers in a closet that I have them on.
Good question.
Keep the packing material from all those wonderful orders. Airbags, travel pillows, balloons.
And to make the Moon River, we've included some zippers.
Yes.
In the Make the Cut selection this week. We haven't shown zippers in a while.
No, so I chose navy because navy was on the sample, so you could see it on the sample. But we do have it in the regular 5 finishes of ours. And gold, nickel, rose gold, antique, gunmetal. And at the last minute, here's the gunmetal. At the last minute, we did add the Tula zips.
So I was looking
just
at
in the navy.
So here they all are side by side. It's like a whole fun. How do you pick? They're just all so pretty. I mean, navy's just so classic, but I subscribe to a lot of like fashion and home decor things, and navy is very popular for this upcoming season. So,
well, then I got lucky picking the navy.
Yeah. I always like to share like the little trendy tips that I've been noticing too. I try to stay alert to those.
She's more alert than mine, so that's good. She keeps me in check. And then to make it easy with the Moon River, we do have the hardware kits with everything that you need in there. So you're going to have those 4 chain straps, the magnetic snap, and the zipper cord end is all going to come in there in a package for you. So that makes it super easy. And that will be in all 5 of our regular finishes.
Yep. So then you can grab the pattern, the hardware kit, the zipper, and then you just have to pick out your fabric. And maybe you have some stabilizer already at home, but
we didn't do it.
Trying to make it easy to make the Moon River for you.
I wanted to offer more fabrics, I guess, and then some other little add-ons. So,
okay, perfect.
On to the fields.
Okay.
What a fun bag, Jess.
So there are actually 5 different ways to carry this little bag, and this is perfect. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay. Your face is like, what?
That's why I gave it to her. I know there was more to this bag than I remember.
So Kate on our team, I'm sure you've seen her on our YouTube tutorials, designed this bag, and it's inspired by a 1980s design, and it's a double wrap belt bag. And on the back, you see all these different D-rings, so that allows you to adjust it and slide the strap through. So I've done a few little like short videos on how to wear this, but I mean, right now with the long strap, you can wear it as a crossbody. You could shoulder it. You can feed the strap through the D-rings and then make it like a double loop waist bag. And then you can also carry it as a backpack. I'm not demoing this very well right now.
That's okay.
Even on the YouTube channel, it shows how to wear them all 5 ways.
So you can actually wear it like this on your person.
Yep. And then you crisscross the straps to wear it as a little backpack if you want to do it that way, or
that would be cute for a little kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking the boys like with that what is that cork that looks comic with the
comic art?
Comic art. Yeah, that's it. It looks comic.
Here's the tag with the name. So this is the Fields double wrap belt bag. And you can make this entirely out of cork, faux leather, or if you prefer to use a cotton or canvas for the bag itself, you can. You will need a non-woven, so like the cork or the faux leather for the strap and the connectors. But this flap has such a pretty finish. It's nice and thin and crisp along the flap to have that pretty shape. It has darts for when you add your items inside. There's a little bit more depth, and then there is a slip pocket on the inside.
And you could even add embroidery to that flap.
Oh, for sure. That'd be so cute.
Or if your machine has a lot of decorative stitches, you could just put them across here like this or this way, vertical or horizontal. And if you like the rose cork, we do have that on the 25% off. So That's one of the fabrics that's available.
This is such a great one for traveling, like when you're at the airport and you just need to have like something on your person, you know, with your ID and your plane tickets and like a snack or your gum, whatever your
phone would fit in
phone
there.
fits in there. And then you've got your big carry-on. At least you have like your small, easy to access things on your person. Or if you're going to like winter markets, I know when in Wisconsin here, and we've got these big winter coats.
Yes.
And it's really thick. So, you know, to carry a bigger bag with me adds more bulk. So it's nice just to have a little something along.
Yeah, and it would easily too fit inside your coat, that it wouldn't add that much bulk.
Oh yeah.
So I have like some thinner packable coats. You could have that inside.
Some of those markets get really crowded. So having that like underneath your coat is like a really good like security thing to have next to you. Keep your items safe.
And even when you're traveling, if you're on the plane, I had mine just on my person the whole time that I was on there. So if you get up to use the restroom or just to walk around, you have your most essential things with you. You always want to be careful on the plane when you leave things on your seat, I've been hearing, but this would be nice that you have it on you. And it's not, I don't think it's bulky enough that it bothers you when you're belted in. So
no. And the cork makes it super lightweight.
Hi, Patty. Welcome.
Happy Wednesday.
Mary said she's done decorative stitches on cork. It is very easy to do it.
It's very soft and pliable. Like, yeah, it handles a lot. It's so really smoothly. If you haven't tried the cork, highly recommend it. So we do have this specific rose color.
That might be the only cork in the show. That's the only cork in the show.
So if you love this little one, and it's just like a soft pastel, you know, truly like rose quartz, I feel like. So all of our rustic corks are named after gemstones. And so if you don't know, like the rust or the rose quartz, it represents like love, and so a little bit of self-love with you.
A little bit of self-love. Sending that all out to you.
Yeah.
The next one is the Doama. Doama, am I saying that correctly?
Look how pretty. I don't think Doama gets enough attention.
I don't think it does either. And this is with the full light leather. If you haven't worked with our full light leather, it is very thin. But in this pattern, you're going to make it thicker by using either the foam or the air mesh. And it will go on there very easily. I have actually tested this fabric as a strap on one of my bags just to see how tough it was, and I did not put any interfacing in or anything like that, and it worked very well. I didn't have any issues with it. This will open up, and here's what we were using for packing in there, and this is going to have that slip pocket. We have the turn lock on the special as well as the arch handles.
So for holiday events, parties, maybe you're going to like a Christmas concert or dinner theater.
Yeah.
So cute. And so I wanted to show you the drape of this. Look at it. It is so buttery and like malleable and soft. Like it is so soft. I will let you know ahead of time, this does have more stretch to it than our standard faux leather offerings. So but it is ultra thin. It is like paper thin. And that's how we designed it. We wanted it to be thin. So if you wanted to use it in a bag, make it all faux leather bag. But depending on what your machine is, it was thin enough to be able to go with the thicker side seams or, you know, fold nicely for the flap and things like that.
Yeah, and we've had this in the zippy bag too, that faux light leather. That's really nice. And our friend Pam, who is, I believe, head of education for sergers over at Bernina, she did make a dress out of it for, I think, one of the shows that they had in Michigan. So she had a dress all made out of the black. So you can make clothing out of it. So if you want to do something, you can do it with that. You can keep it thin like this and use a thinner like interfacing. Or you can beef it up with the foam or the air mesh. Oh, great great to quilt it in bags. Yes, we had that on the carry too. So you could do an inset. And you could even add that instead of maybe doing the patchwork on here, you could just quilt and have a panel of, or you can make the whole bag out of the faux leather.
Yeah.
Yep. Great ideas.
So it's a great way to incorporate faux leather into a pattern that does not call for any faux leather or cork. Like if you just love the look of faux leather, but it calls for cotton.
Yeah.
You could use this.
You could definitely use that. Yeah. And that's a great point. Because I think we all think of like something so thick and structured to make a bag. And this gives you that flexibility and durability with it. And that there are 4 options on it. We don't have we didn't bring the black because we have it on the bag.
You definitely need a Teflon foot.
Yes.
When working with this fabric. Does it have any other quirks? I think that's pretty much it. Just a
needle,
Microtex needle.
Microtex needle, and then you may want to use tissue paper too, depending if it's going to stick to the metal plate on your sewing machine.
Which direction? So we just have the 4 colors, just 4 classic colors. So if you do pair it with a cotton, it's easy to match. We have the cherry red, the brown, navy, and black.
Okay.
It's 25 inches wide, so it's a fun.
Yeah, and if you want the strap to not stretch, you'd want to go lengthwise.
Yeah.
So you probably would want to order more if you're doing like a crossbody strap and you're not going to piece it, things like that to keep in mind.
Yeah, typical crossbody straps are about 50 to 55 inches long, so then you'd want to make sure you order enough yardage to cut it.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, is it washable? So no, this one, the faux leather is not machine washable. You can just wipe it clean with a washcloth or like some like little baby wipes, wet wipes, something like that. But cold water on this material, no steam.
Can you iron it?
Cannot iron it.
Okay.
So we stored ours rolled, and if you do get wrinkles in it, just take like a damp washcloth with cold water, and we found that the cold water actually relaxes the fabric and gets rid of the creases if there are any like creases from it being stored. But we always roll the faux leather.
You could use a spray adhesive to spray it on your batting or foam or the air mesh.
Yes. And
in a ventilated spot.
We typically recommend like sew-in foam versus the fusible anyway, because when you turn your bag right side out, the fusible tends to look cracked and creased, and it's like impossible to get the creases out. Yes. So when in doubt, stick to sew-in. Okay.
Yeah, Mary's asking about the SF-101, but I think you've covered that now. Use a spray adhesive.
I would still use the spray adhesive on a lightweight interfacing.
Yeah.
For the faux leather, yeah.
So this is the Katie, and I wanted to highlight this week because last week we had a lot of people asking for a concealed pocket for an item. So this one, if you don't know, has side pockets here and on both the back and the front.
Yeah, you said we've been getting a lot of requests lately for like concealed pockets.
Yes, concealed pockets. So your item could conceal in there possibly, depending what the size it is. But it's just a very unusual pocket to have it sideways. So
yeah, the asymmetrical
here, I should probably show it without that on there. That would be easier to see. And this, see if it has a lap. It does not, but this has 2 slip pockets and then a zipper pocket inside. You have the faux leather or cork that you could use for the handles, the highlights on the pockets, as well as the bottom. And I wanted to get a little, I wanted to highlight a new product that we had that you may not have seen. And this has our standard bucket feet on there. But we do have a new, I'm not sure if you're going to see this really well. So it's a screw-in prism foot. Prism. Yep, almost says prison. Prism. Now these are going to come in all of our shapes, or all our colors, not our shapes, are just our prism. But they are really fun a new fun look, and people were asking for screw-ins versus the ones
with the prongs.
These are going to screw into the bottom after you make that hole through there, just like you normally would. And then this would screw all the way down.
And when you install them, you'll want to add like a square piece of stabilizer if you have like a scrap square piece. So punch your hole through your material as well as a piece of heavyweight stabilizer or a piece of foam, and that way your screw cap doesn't go through your hole ever. Like you have that extra interfacing in there for protection. But we give lots of tips on our YouTube channel on different hardwares and things, but I would say if you try these, they are so pretty and glamorous, and we haven't had any new styles of bag feet like since I started Sallie Tomato. So like we need some new styles, and this was really pretty and something unique.
Okay, there was a question how big the pocket was. So the concealed pocket on there, that at the bottom is going to be, this is finished, so 7.5
at the bottom.
At the top, 3.5. And then it's going to be approximately about 9.5 inches.
So here, I'll hold this up. So 7.5, 3.5,
and the 9.5.
9.5. I love this pattern too, and I know I think we featured this recently on like stories or something, but this is such a fun one. If you have multiple prints from the same collection, you could have a focal print and the supporting prints on the sides. Or of course you could mix and match and do whatever fabrics you want, but sometimes it's just so hard to pick one fabric for an exterior. And
oh, it is definitely
so cute.
And this does have a kit, so you will be able to get a hardware kit for that. That's going to have the 4 domed purse feet, 2 1/2-inch magnetic snaps, the invisible sew-in, the rings, the rivets, everything you need to make it. So,
and this one has a lot of hardware. So it's really glamorous, and I love how the hands like they have piping in them, but they don't. So it's a cool technique that Kate also designed this one, and the Doama. This is like the cake show today.
It's the cake show.
So a whole variety.
What you use in the lining to make the bottom of the bag firm. So I'm going to say that probably has like the Peltex.
Yes, yeah. Typically we use the heavyweight stabilizer like a Peltex. And then the lining usually has like an SF101, a lightweight interfacing on it. Sometimes that's omitted if it's like a smaller bag, then we don't interface the lining. But it is good practice to interface the lining, of course, just to add a little bit more structure.
Yeah, on our site it would be Craftex.
Oh yeah.
Craftex is what we would have. And then we have our own sew-in interfacing as well as the foam. So that's what would be in there.
Okay, Val said that we're glitching.
Okay. I'm sorry, I don't know why we are. Okay. So in that faux leather, we do have, it's the Legacy, and we have 3 on the sale. This is going to be the charcoal, the beige, and then that hazelnut.
And that's the color that we used on the bag here. And surprisingly, I mean, brown, beige, and a gray, they go with a variety of fabrics. There's kind of like a rust color tone in this floral print. These are discontinued fabrics. The sample is was made a while ago, but it's kind of fun to pull out those neutral tones for that nice contrast.
Okay, so we have other hardware that's on the sale that's not highlighted in a kit. So you can see that on the page. We've got the 1-inch D-rings, the 3/4-inch swivels, the slider buckles, snaps,
lots of hardware
handles, and then the classic turn lock. So some of these, this would have been like for the fields that we didn't have a kit for, so that you could get things by themselves. Probably the wind today. Yeah, it's supposed to be up to 30 here on the wind. And our last item, which we have about 1 minute left, is something that I don't think that we replace enough. It was very popular in Houston, and that's going to be our foldable cutting mats. So we have 2 sizes of the mats. So depending in 2 colors. So depending on, you know, what you're using it for, but it is going to, it'll look like this and then open up. And these sizes are going to be, you have 23 inches across the bottom of usable space and 17 inches up on this large one. And if you do have these, or even any cutting mat that you have at all, you should be storing these flat. So when you're done with it, you bring it home, store it flat, put it underneath your cutting table, underneath your bed, but that will keep them really nice. But I love this. I take this to my quilt class I'm going to with Jess, and I just love having this cutting mat. It cuts so nicely. And sometimes it's nice to treat yourself as well to a new rotary cutter. So for those of you that don't know, we do have our own rotary cutter and rotary blades. This is a 5-pack. This one actually comes with, how many does this one come with? 2, 3?
I'm trying to see it. 5. Maybe I'm. Oh, let me read while you continue.
You read. Okay, this one has 5 in. So replacement blades. These will fit any other brand of 45 millimeter.
This is just a single replacement blade in here. So
okay,
you get
2 blades.
Yeah.
And the cutter, and I love the cutter as well. I've been using that religiously. So
yeah, it's ergonomic.
And this is what we use to cut all that fabric for you in
Yeah,
our order center.
it is.
Oh, that's a great place to store them. The keyboard drawer.
Something else unique about it's designed specifically for the non-wovens like cork and faux leather to be durable and long lasting. And it is nice to have like multiple rotary cutters too. Label one for your non-wovens, one for your wovens, and that way you can, you know,
that's a great idea.
Prolong the blade life depending on what material they're using.
And I always wonder, like, why do I wait so long to change my blade?
Yeah,
because it's like you're pushing harder in your mat.
What's that?
And the mat is more expensive than the blade to replace. Mm-hmm. So and then you put it in, it's like, oh my gosh. I guess it's like anything else.
I know, just like Rhonda from Schmetz. She had a great tip. She's like, your needle is like the best investment that you can do. You spend this much money on your sewing machine, and then you need to invest in a quality needle. It's like, you know, you get a pack for $16, and that's the best thing you can do to like take care of your sewing machine, is replacing the needle too. So same goes for rotary blades. Protect your mat.
Definitely. I don't know, maybe we should have a monthly reminder, or depending how often you're sewing.
Yeah, we'll help each other out.
Okay, under the tablecloth of my dining room table. That's a good idea too. Yeah, I do hate changing the blades, Mary. I'm always, and now I'm like probably even more shy with my finger cut that I would do that.
I will say though, this does come with like it's in a protected plastic with like 2 little sealable buttons, I would say. So take a Sharpie, write on there like old blades. And when you replace your blade, put it in that little plastic piece.
Yeah, the bad one in there.
And you can, until it's full, and then you can, you know, dispose of it properly. But at least then you have it, instead of just like loose in the trash, you can put it in the little plastic. So in case you have to reach in and grab something out of there that accidentally fell in or whatever, then you have it in that case. You shared that tip with me a long time ago. It stuck with me.
That's good. Good idea. Well, everybody, we thank you for dropping in today and seeing us. We will be back next week. And are we doing any teasers next week with anything?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, and any suggestions? Mom won.
Okay, so we will do the giveaway now. Thank you all for sticking around to the end. I hope you enjoyed the show.
Oh, that's right. I almost forgot about the giveaway. I gotta drink more coffee.
Now we gotta pick a word.
We didn't pick a word.
Oh my God. Why is this so hard? I don't know. Should we just do the rose?
Rose. Okay. Rose. That's the only chord. So rose. And we are giving away a $25 gift certificate. If you are still here, put that down in the comments.
Yes.
So we only give it away while it's live.
Comment the word rose one time in the comments for your entry for the giveaway for a $25 Sallie Tomato gift card. And then we'll just wait a minute for everybody to get their entry in. And then we'll just randomly scroll and select a winner. If you are the winner, you will need to email info@sallietomato.com and let Val know that you were the winner of Make the Cut, and we'll send you your gift card. That's just how it works with YouTube.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to scroll.
I'll be over here.
Okay.
Everybody in?
I think everybody's in. Yep.
Okay.
Just tell me when to stop on a name.
Stop now.
All right. So Jackie, username Jackie's 2805. Congrats! Woo! You won the gift card. Awesome. Well, have fun shopping and picking out goodies. And everybody, thanks for tuning in. Hopefully you will join next week too. We're gonna pick the next week's show right after this, so I'm excited.
Everybody stay warm this weekend. We've got a cold front coming in, so it's gonna be blustery here in Wisconsin, but none of that.
A good time to sew. It's a good time to sew.
Good time to sew.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.